black makes me look skinnier, you know. So
that had nothing to do with it, Dean. It's more the creative pattern that is the Roots logo, and now it's decorated on the shirt too.
Martin, this is good work here from North Carolina FC. Martin, DaCosta a little bit short from Mikey Maldonado. Paco Craig steps in. Armstrong now. Armstrong, Martin, Perez. Oh, Conway unlucky. DaCosta, and how about North Carolina FC?
Looks like we're celebrating two things there, Dean. I'll let the folks at home, but then you can see Paco Craig jumping in again, winning the ball back. Ezra Armstrong and Martin, great ball from Perez. Off the inside of the post, it falls to DaCosta, and once again, second week in a row, he opens the scoring. 12 yards out, wide open. Just composes himself and passes it into the bottom corner with Blanchette going the wrong way. What a start for the home team. We talked about DaCosta in the open. He is loving life at the moment. Yeah, and I say in the last 3 seasons, Dean, he scored 35 goals. So he's a 10-goal-a-season man at least. And all of those goals most of the time are collector's items in terms of how good they are. Always a high level of skill and talent involved. Paco Craig is on fire to start this one, though, Dean.
Yeah, he really is. Good footwork. Martin, really nice ball. It's a tweener and it's alive. Rafa! And how about North Carolina FC 2-0?
Can you believe it, Dean? Paco Craig starts again, jumps in, then he finds Martin. It's the same combinations, but this time it's Rafa Mentzingen wide open down the right, composes himself. Hack shows a really... Oh, he's on here, Dean.
He is on. Played over the top. Rafa just scored that second goal. Now he's got to do the work defensively, and he does. Got a piece of it. Still loose, though, and Maguire with a nice save. A corner kick coming for Oakland. Mikey Maldonado. Far post, Conway. Blanchette pulls it down.
Pablo Campos did an excellent job when he was here. I know he was only here for a couple of years, but the names I think that you mentioned were here for the good and bad.
Yeah, well said. Ezra Armstrong with the steal. Oh. Conway with the turn. Trying to make it 3-0 as we appreciate.
But, you know, it's interesting. You see a lot of the 3-back systems, and, you know, these outside backs, these midfielders drop back and become that, 5 flat. So that seems to be pretty common amongst these teams.
Here's a good opportunity for Oakland. Dwyer let that one go. You can see Justin Malou owning that mistake. Corner kick coming. Oh. And it's Paco Craig. And how about North Carolina FC putting on a clinic 3-0 over Oakland.
What a different night he's having tonight. Capone, we're going to have to talk to you about him, but the captain, it's whipped in from Mikey Maldonado right in the 6, and the man who wants it the most is Paco Craig. The captain had a nightmare last time out here at home, but today he's had a big hand in both opening goals. And then you've got this Brandon. Oh, here we go.
Oh, turnover. Oh, Martin's got to hit it. He's got to hit it. He hasn't hit it yet. Still, now he finally does. It's loose, and that's enough. And how about North Carolina FC? Martin will get the assist, I think, as Conway will get the goal. Interesting. Oakland didn't even effort a clearance as that one went through the line there.
So off color at the moment.
Martin, drop back over. Perez trying to get involved.
They've got to stay fully focused and keep the task in hand.
Perez all the way across. Conway almost got his head on it. North Carolina FC. drop it back in, looking for Malou. Here's Rafa. 2 really good touches. Rafa stays with it. Rafa off the crossbar. Otherwise, it's 5-0. Absolutely rocked by Rafa.
Yeah, Rafa, the Brazilian, just dancing through Roots players on the edge of the box and then strikes it with venom. Foul right in front of the referee's nose, just after he'd been warned.
Played over the top. Dwyer lucky. Malou over to Martin. How good has Martin been just all year long, really?
And they all just look really sharp. They've had a good week of training, and you know, you just don't know how much that travel from West Coast to East Coast, the time change, and makes playing the States is difficult. But here we go again.
Ezra Armstrong, great overlapping run! He says, I'll take it myself. How about North Carolina FC and the coolest cat in the land, Ezra Armstrong? You picked 2 to start, and both of them featured, Andrew.
I wasn't even thinking that, Dean, but thank you. Yeah. Everyone's getting on the act. Ezra Armstrong once again in behind. There's no catching him. And then it was just a case of, was he going to find them? Clapping away as seeing their favourite players working off the ball to do the hard yards, the dirty work.
Shot from distance, and Dwyer gets low and has it. Over to Brewer, Shaft, Brewer Jr. Brewer, cut toward the end line. Good angled ball. Conway, big time save by Blanchette. Big time. I mean, I don't want either one of those to leave at all, but you always want to see people advance in their careers no matter what they're doing. Great work usually means more work. 5-0 win for North Carolina FC. Their first 5-0 game since they defeated Pittsburgh in 2019.